Hi everyone and welcome to Life of the Troxels. This is the third video in my review of some parks in South Bay, California. I wanted to share a little bit about some of the parks in Southern California, and today I share 4 parks in Manhattan Beach. When I had a baby and I wanted to go to a park, I wasn't able to find information about the ones in my neighborhood or adjoining neighborhoods and had to guess on which ones were age appropriate or had bathrooms or had baby swings. So I wanted to share for anyone curious about the parks in the area and which ones are worth visiting. There are some other parks in Manhattan Beach that I didn't include here, so please let me know if you'd like to see another video with some other parks around the South Bay. The first park is Polliwog Park on Manhattan Beach Boulevard in Manhattan Beach, and this is the largest park in today's video. So today we're going to Polliwog Park in Manhattan Beach, California, and gonna check out the playground and the pond that they have and see what they have to offer. This is such a great park for families of all ages. There's all sorts of different equipment to play with, like this little balance beam or this little slide thingy. I don't know what the name of this is, but I had fun on this and Maddie had fun on this, and there's a lot of space for families to run around. I want to see you go down the slide. Really? Come on. There's so many different activities to do here. You have these little lily pads to climb on, and there's different rock walls to climb up and swinging bridges. It's just a great playground for kids of all ages, and it's right next to the picnic benches, so you could even have a little birthday party there or bring a picnic and play for hours. So there are 6 swings at this park. Some of them are for babies and some of them are for the bigger kids. But 6 swings for a park this big isn't actually a lot. I kind of wish that they had another set somewhere. But they also have a little workout area with those body weight equipment over on this side of the park as well. So lots of activities to do. If you take the path past the bathrooms, you end up in a big open area, and sometimes they have like concerts there or different activities. But then you continue down to this pond, and there's a ton of wildlife here. Obviously, we see the geese, but there are turtles and ducks that like to hang out in this pond as well. So my daughter loved them. She was a little shy, but thought it was super cool to see all the animals here. Also, on this side of the park, there is an old play structure that is all fenced off. And at the time I'm recording this, they're working on updating it. So in the next few months, they'll have a brand new secondary play structure on this side of the park next to the pond, which is much needed. I think this is a great park. I love how big it is and all the different walking paths you can take. I love that they've been updating it and making it much nicer for the families. There's a little dog park that's connected on one side, and I even had my baby shower here when I was pregnant with my eldest. So it is a great park for multiple reasons. The only thing that I really don't think is great is it's on a busy street and the playground's pretty close to the street, so something to keep in mind. It's a little noisy and potentially unsafe because it is not fenced in. So today we're at Sand Dune Park in Manhattan Beach, and this one's kind of a locals only park. You can see the sand dune right there behind me. The playground's a little bit smaller. You really come for the adults to do some workouts. There's some steps you can climb. You can go up and down the sand dune and get a good workout in. So Sand Dune Park is kind of a 2-for-1 where there's a fenced in playground with 2 different play structures, some swings, as well as this big sand dune. And it is used mainly for workouts, running up, running down the sand dune. It is also completely fenced in, and you have to make a reservation and pay $1 for your 1-hour reservation. Another thing I like about this park is it has sand as the surface material, but you can also push your stroller out on the little rubber leading to the swings here. And there's a lot of options for kids of all ages with this fun little spinny ride, swings for adults and for kids, a big play structure, a little play structure, and it's also completely fenced in to kind of keep your kids from running off too far. Every time we come here, there's always kids to play with, from little babies to toddlers, and all of the neighborhood kids love to come here. So while the sand dune itself and the playground have sand as the surface area, underneath the trees over here is all of the wood chips. It's not really a play area, but it is nice and shaded, as well as there's sinks for, washing the sand off before you get into your car. So in order to get to the top of the sand dune, if you're not actually going up the sand, there are these steps along the side, all through the trees and the bushes. And I counted there's 202 steps. And there were people of all ages climbing, high schoolers, some elderly people, and a lot who were around my same age as well, with a beautiful view at the top. I just went up and down the stairs here at Sand Dune Park twice, and it reminded me a lot of when I would have to do stairs as conditioning when I was in high school playing volleyball, except for now I have an extra 10-pound weight vest, and I'm not trying to play volleyball, I'm trying to film a YouTube video, so it's a little bit different experience. So today we are at Marine Avenue Park, and it's a park on Marine Avenue in Manhattan Beach. It's a good spot for some toddlers, but there's also some spots for older kids, as well as basketball courts and soccer fields, which I think is just a great family-friendly park. One of the great things about this park is the little rubber tire surface material. It's like little chippy, but it's all super soft. There's 2 different play structures, and they're right next to the giant soccer fields. So I see a lot of the time someone's having a soccer game and their siblings are playing at the play structure next door. One of the drawbacks to this park is I feel like it's really geared towards older kids. You can't really have anybody less than 2 on it with the type of equipment that's there. But there are swings. There's swings for little kids, big kids, as well as bathrooms. So with the basketball court, the soccer field, the different play structures, the picnic benches, and even a little free library, this is definitely a park you can spend a couple hours at. So I call this one the smaller play structure, and it's shaped like a rocket ship, which is super cool. There's a couple different slides and these fun little steps to climb up. But my daughter was about a year old here, and she wasn't able to play on this play structure the way that it was set up. I would say this was geared towards older kids, even teenagers would play on the bigger structure, as well as it's fairly close to a busy road. It's just one block over from Polliwog, but another busy street, and so not the most ideal location. Now, this park, I'm not even sure if it's open to the public or you can only use it if you live in Manhattan Village because it's tucked away and kind of hidden behind the lacrosse field. But it's actually a very surprisingly cute park. It does have the rubber chips, the little tires, which I think is the best surface area. It definitely beats the dang wood chips. They also have these little rocking dinosaurs, which we've seen a few times in previous videos. And then these little lily pad, I guess, little chairs, which I had so much fun on. This was a park I felt I could participate in a lot more than just your usual playground equipment. Whoa. Hold on tight. Hold on tight. Hold on tight. Hold on tight. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna fall, but you're not falling. This park definitely wins for the coolest equipment. There's this little spider web thingy she was crawling in, and there's this other kind of spider web thingy, and there's actually a teeter totter, which I never seen a park with a teeter totter in the area. So just some fun surprises hidden back here. There are also swings, so I was able to bring my littlest daughter and she was able to play as well. One feature is that there's these chess or checker boards built into the picnic benches, so you can even bring some checkers to play and then watch the people playing tennis and pickleball as you're heading on home. Another thing to note is I don't think you have access to the bathrooms. There might be some by the parking lot, but they're definitely far from the play area. Like I said, definitely a hidden gem, a little neighborhood park, but a nice surprise and one that we really enjoyed coming to. And there you have it, my review of 4 different parks in Manhattan Beach. I love exploring new places, finding some hidden gems, and bringing my daughters along too. I hope you found this video helpful and will maybe go explore and find some new parks around you and see what you can find. I also have a video with my reviews of parks in Redondo Beach and in Torrance. Those are already up, so I will link them down below. Thanks for watching.